Hi, welcome. We're doing an exciting little snippet of Tai Chi with you. These are the warm-ups from the Tai Chi for Health Institute. It's very gentle for your body and it's just going to warm up your whole body. My name is Anita Carter and I'm with MSU Extension, and we have some programs that we can offer you, so stay tuned for a place that you can go for more. But we're looking at, doing a little bit of gentle exercises so you can watch. If you feel safe, you can read our statement. You can join us. Welcome. So here I am standing nice and straight and tall, and I have my feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to do exercises that are warming up my whole body. These can also be done either seated with, I have a chair here, and I could actually sit to do parts of them, and you'll still get benefits from moving your body back and forth and up and down, and we'll talk about that a little bit. The other thing is that sometimes we maybe haven't been doing too much exercising, so just having the ability to place our hand on the back of the chair to stabilize ourselves is helpful. So the first one is really simple. We start with our brain. We're going to open and close our hands and just walk around gently, smile. We're just starting to warm our body. When we smile, we send a shot of serotonin to our brain, waking it up, making it positive, think positive thoughts. So if you can laugh, ha, 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 that's a good one too. But the next step is, again, I'm going to put my feet shoulder width apart. And the next part of the body is our neck. So I'm going to breathe in. I'm bringing my hands up softly. And then I exhale and push those hands towards my chin, slightly bending back a little bit. Palms out. They go out, and now they're going to go down, and when they go down, I gently let my head rest, the chin on the chest. Breathe in, come up. Exhale. Breathe in and lower your head. So we're gently stretching that neck back and forth. Here we go one more time. All our warm-ups we do 3 times. Breathe in. Exhale. Turn the palms up. Breathe in. And relax. If you wanted to modify that, you might only grab the chair and just might do one hand, but you can certainly see where that could be done seated. The next one for the neck is very simply, you're going to put your hands right about where your lower belly is. This is that area that's called the dantang. There, I pronounce it a little bit wrong, but you know what I'm talking about, this energy holding area. And you bring up your hand, looking at your hand as if it's a hand mirror, and I push down with the other hand as if I'm petting a dog, and then I come back. Now I'm going to go to the other side. Look at my hand, pet the dog, come back. The trick to warm-ups with Tai Chi, and any Tai Chi, is slow, gentle movement. And come back. It's important that you turn to look at the hand as if it's a hand mirror, because that's going to make you turn your neck. We turn about 60 or 70% of what we really can do. This isn't about going as far as you can go. We're gently moving from one side to the other. Warm-ups. So this is our second one for our neck. And we've done 3. Now I drop my hands down by my side and gently roll your shoulders forward. 3 times, really, really slow, real small, not big. Then I'm going to go backward. 1, 2, 3. And you can see there's not much leg movement going on here, so you can certainly do these seated if you need to. So we've done 2 exercises for our shoulder. The next part is this core part of our body. front and back. And we're going to start, we carry a Tai Chi ball, and it's about the size of a basketball. I'll show it from the side. And we've got the ball, whichever elbow is up, I'm going to turn that way. And again, anytime I turn, these are warm-ups, and we're just doing it for our health. We're just going to go about 60 or 70%. We're going to turn. It's about to where my outside of my thigh is. And then I change hands. Now my other hand is on top. And I gently go to the other side, carrying that ball. And without dropping the ball, so imagine that you still have the ball in your hand. Now you're gently going to come over to the other side. Change hands. Here we go across for our completion of our second one. Here, hold that ball. Hold it. All right, carry it across. Change hands one more time. I think this is number 3. You're going to find sometimes when I talk, I might make you do 4, but that's okay. 3 is the magic number. Now I'm back to the front. I'm still holding my Tai Chi ball. I'm going to push my palm down as if I'm petting a dog. This is for my back. I'm stretching those muscles in the back, but I don't reach so high. I keep it, again, at about 70%. Come back. Here's the ball. Switch hands. This one touches down to pet. My other palm goes up to touch the ceiling. And then I come back. So we've done one set. Here comes, I like to say these beautiful words. Touch the earth and touch the heaven. And come back. One more time on this side. Earth and heaven. So make sure your palms are facing like this. The one that goes down is patting on the dog, and the other palm is touching the ceiling. And here comes our last one. Push down. And if you can't quite do even that much of a stretch, just visualize the stretch. And that's helpful. There's some benefits to just visualizing the movements. So if you were to do this seated, just visualize maybe that whole reaching of even at a seat while you're sitting. So we've done 2 for our core. Now we're going to do 2 for our hips. Hips are a really important part of keeping well balanced and strong and flexible. And so we want to make sure we warm them up before we do any exercises, even something slow like Tai Chi. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my feet a little bit closer together. And I'm going to bring one arm up, and my palm is facing towards me. And it's like, this is my wall, and I'm going to place the other hand right below that hand. They're slightly bent and not stiff and straight out. I'm just slightly bent. But it's like, I call it building a wall. And then I lean on that leg, the same leg that my hands are on, and I then step out with the opposite leg. This is for our hips, so we want to open those hips up, bring that foot back, and then I pass palms. This is a Qigong move, and Qigong means to build energy. Come back, pass palms, build that wall, shift your weight to the side, and step out. It may feel very slow, but boy, less is more with Tai Chi. You really want to keep it slow. Here I have my wall, all my weight is on that side, I step out and come back. Pass my palm, build my energy, build the wall and lean on it and step out. All my weight is all on that other foot. So it's kind of like, if you can imagine, an empty step to the side. So that I step out on the ball of my foot, but I don't put my weight on it. So we've done 2. You can see how that might be done in a chair. I just want to show something. I sit on the edge of the chair. That gives me this movement. So I can do hip movements. So here I am. I build my wall. I step out. I bring my foot back in, pass my palms, and step out. Come back, pass my palms, build that wall. So the modification is you're still moving those hips. It's a hip exercise. The next hip warm up is, it's kind of a hard one to do if you haven't been doing exercise. So sometimes I ask people to start out with a chair. What I'm going to do is push my hands back and bring my heel forward. And then my toe, I go back on the ball of my foot. You saw me wiggle. See, I do this 1,000 times and I still wiggle. And there comes my hands to the front. Now I'm going to step forward, heel, and my hands go back. Now my hands are forward and I'm on the back ball of my foot. Here's my third one. Heel and ball. And then if you wanted to modify that, it would just be push with one hand, hold on to the chair, and forward with the hand and the foot goes back. Heel and ball. So, and then you would just switch to the other side of the chair for the second side because we have to do both sides so we're evenly warm. Here we go. We're going to push back with the hands. Bring the heel forward. Back on the ball of the foot and the hands come out straight. Heel. Ball. I'm going to do the third one from a profile so you can see. Push your hands back, the palms push back, the heel goes forward. Then I go back on the ball of the foot, and then my hands go straight out. And that might look in the chair where you're just going to be doing, where you're going to push back, and you can see that it would just be a tuck under the chair. So you would have to have a chair that you can tuck under. Heel and tuck. Heel and tuck. So we've done 2 for our hips. Feeling pretty good, already starting to feel a little warmed up. Now I have to tell you, when I do this and the next one, they're the favorite seated exercises for people who are in wheelchairs. So I'm going to show you what it looks like because you won't believe that this is their favorite. But it's going to be for our legs, getting our legs really, really strong. So when your feet are going to be shoulder width apart, palms facing outward, I would say towards me if you were a class, and then you gently make a fist, and think of you're holding a little bird. Shift your weight to one side, and you're going to step out as if you're going to put your foot into some cold water, so you don't put any weight on it, and then you punch with the opposite arm. Bring your foot back. Bring your hand back, shift your weight to the other side, step out and punch. Make sure you keep your head up, bring your foot back, bring your hand back. Second one, step out, punch. Foot, hand back, shift, step, and punch. Foot back. Here's our third one, punch. Keep your head up. And here's our last one. The slower you can do this, the stronger you're going to get. Woo-woo. All right. When you're doing this seated, can you see this? This is what they like about it. They feel very powerful because it's something that most of them can do. But it still is going to strengthen those legs. There's some strength that comes from are shifting full weight onto the leg that you wouldn't get seated, but still you want to keep that flexibility for all those other moves. So here comes the second one. Again, standing with your feet underneath your shoulders, palms towards me, grab that little bird, shift your weight. This time I'm going to put my heel down and the ball of my foot. And when my foot is perfectly flat, I'm going to come forward and punch right at shoulder width, or right in if you were maybe facing someone at their chest. Shift to the other side, heel, the ball of my foot. Now I can shift my weight and I punch. Keeping your head up, Come back, bring your foot back. Again, shift, step, flat, foot flat, punch. Nice and strong. I'm gonna go one more time on this side. Shift, heel, toe. You transfer your weight only when that foot is flat, so that you're in the best position. I'm gonna show it to you from the side, because I want you to keep that head up. Shift your weight, step, heel, ball. Now my foot is flat, and I punch, keeping my head up and my body straight. And bring the foot back. The same thing with seated on that one. They would do the same kind of, I have them practice when they're seated. You want to practice putting the heel down in the ball and then punch, just because, and they can visualize the whole movement. That's very helpful. It starts to build muscle memory as they're starting to get stronger. Those are, again, something that you can do if you need to. You can hang on to the chair when you're doing it, okay? And bringing it back. So a couple of modifications. All of us have to listen to our bodies, right? So if I say 70% on a move, if that doesn't feel right for you or you need to do something different, then you're going to want to change that up. All right, so the last but not least, we're going to put our hands back over that little energy ball in our tummy, and we're going to step out, touch our toe, and then our heel. We're just going to loosen up those ankles. Toe, heel, toe, heel. I'm going to hold, you can hold on to the chair for that. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, and then step back. Now we're going to step out on the outside of my foot. I'm turning my little toe to the floor and then my big toe. Little toe, big toe. Little toe, big toe. Come back, shift. Little toe, big toe. Little toe, big toe. Little toe, big toe. Now we've done it from our head all the way down to our feet. You can shake it out if you have any kinks. Woo, woo. And if you want more information, then we're going to have a little slide with MSU's web page for fall prevention. So feel free to join us if you would like. Thanks.